Hey, how are you guys doing today? So this is Sam of Wife Life Today, the other half. And I'm in Houston. My counterpart, Kat, is in Atlanta. And today I'm going to give you guys the 4 tips. Sorry, guys. The 4 tips of when that super hot ex reaches out or wants to reconnect and how to handle that. So, for those married ladies and guys, just so you know, I'm going to say this ahead of time. No pun intended. I'm not disrespecting the men, and I love my husband. I want to put that out there. We've been married now for 10 years, and we've actually been together, I guess, about a year and a half, going on a year and a half. Well, we dated a year and a half to 2 years, so total time, I guess, would be about 11 and a half, 12 years. And I love him. He's an awesome guy. You know, we've both had ups and downs in the marriage, and we've had smooth roads and bumpy roads and happy days and sad days, but all in all, well worth it. I always say that the best part about being married is I always know who my date is going to be. So don't have to deal with the foolishness of dating, right? All the extra drama that comes along with that. So my 4 tips on what to do when that super hot ex, or the one that, you thought you wanted, tries to reconnect. So, for those wives, hi, LaSalle Julias. I was just getting ready to share my tips. This is Sam of Wife Life Today. I am the other half here in Houston, and my counterpart, Kat, is in Atlanta. And I was just sharing that my husband and I have been together, married 10 years, and we dated about a year and a half, 2 years before. So when that super hot ex reaches out, hey, Trey. So ladies or guys, whoever's joining, thank you all for coming in. Hi, LaSalle Julias. So, and I'm going to say this too, LaSalle, since you're here, I'm not male bashing by any means. I just want to say, I love my husband, and I'm sure everybody else does as well, but you want to keep everything in perspective. So here we go, ladies. Have you ever had one of those days, weeks, or even a month when your husband just doesn't seem like he's getting it? Maybe he's not picking his clothes up, or he's not putting the top on the toothpaste, taking the trash out on time, or even giving you the affection that you really need, right? Then, out of nowhere, your ex reconnects. He either reaches out to you on Facebook, or he sends you a text, or he gets in touch with you through your cousin or one of your family members, right? Well, let me tell you, got to be more careful. And I have friends too. We all talk about this, and they always seem to come around when it's, I know that's right, Trey, when it's your birthday or Christmas, or when you guys started dating, Valentine's, or the most popular time is, yes, the holidays, is when you and your husband are on the outs, or when you've had an argument, when things aren't smooth or copacetic in the relationship. That's when, mine always seem to crawl out from under boulders, is what I call it. And we've got to find a way, ladies, to nip that in the bud. So I'm going to give you those 4 tips, okay? And of course, he's not just any ex, right? He's the one that got away, the one that you thought you wanted to marry, the one that made you feel oh so special. And you start to remember all of the steamy getaways, and when he would send you flowers for no reason. Somehow the reason that you guys broke up seems to slip your mind. You don't remember those things, but I'm here to tell you, remember why he's the ex, okay? So here's my advice. 1, when he reaches out, don't panic. Take a deep breath, okay? Take a deep breath. Process it. Take your cold shower if you need to. Don't do anything in the heat of the moment. If you and your husband are on the outs or have had a disagreement, then that's nothing but the enemy, kind of trying to come in, seek, kill, and destroy is what I call that. Tell old boy, you know what, I'm gonna have to call you back, or I'll text you later. And don't take a moment to process it. Take a moment to be rational. That's right. No rash decisions. That's right. But think rationally about it and give yourself time to process it, okay? So next, remember why you told that joker to kick the rocks. Let yourself remember why you broke up in the first place. Go through that moment of pain again, and that he caused you, or that you allowed yourself to be exposed to, because we are the drivers of our own ship, You want to relive that moment, you know what I mean? And don't just jump at it. And thirdly, I've given you the first two. So thirdly, don't leave it open-ended. Don't just ignore your ex either, y'all, unless you're sure that that's going to get rid of him. Sorry. You know him better than anyone, right? So if he needs the door shut, oblige him. Shut it. Throw away the key, okay? If you don't think that you can do it in person or on the phone and be strong, send him an email or a text, but keep it short and sweet. Remind him that he is too late. It should go a little something like this. I'm married. Please don't contact me again. Not even to reply, thank you. There you go, ladies. That's it. It's just that simple. Then you need to block, ignore, or unfriend him immediately. I don't care how much it hurts, but let it go. Then I want you to call your husband and just say, I called to say I love you just because. That's right. Just kiss and say goodbye. But call your husband and say, I called to say I love you just because. Then go buy yourself a cute pair of lacy panties or something cute and write down all the reasons you adore your husband. You'll start to get some of those old, mushy, warm feelings back as to why, when you first fell in love, and you know how that tingly feeling used to come across you when your husband would come around, or when you were dating, or even when you first got married. Thank you, Trey, for inviting followers. Those things will start to come back. Those feelings are going to start to come back. Thank you for the love. And if you know what I mean, then I'm sure we've all experienced it, right? So just be strong. Don't give in, because he means you no good. He is out for one thing, and we know what that is. And I often tell people, because I'm no traffic stopper, okay? But I've dated, and I have people that want to try me, so to speak. But this is what I tell people. Even when I meet guys and they're like trying to pick me up or hit on me, I tell them, you don't know me. And I've told my ex this, you don't know me. You know the old me, but I don't think you can deal with who I am now. And that's what you have to remember. I just know my husband is a kind, gentle, patient, understanding man, and I value that. I may not always show him or tell him like I should, and I've got to do better at that, but I value that. And I know that just not anybody is going to put up with all of this, okay? Because I can be a handful, and I just appreciate my husband putting up with me. So they don't know the grown-up me. That's right, they don't. They just know, who they used to kick it with. And I don't kick it like that anymore. Okay? So here we go. I'm just going to recap real quick. First, you're going to take a deep breath, take a cold shower if you need to, ladies, and relive why you broke up. Even if he broke up with you, he's your ex for a reason. Now, okay, did you a favor. So the first one, take a deep breath. Second, remember why you told him to kick rocks, move around, why it all happened, okay? Third, don't leave it open-ended. Don't ignore him. Be very clear about the fact that you do not want to have any conversation or contact with him. Know your limits, right? Then fourth, call your husband and tell him you just called to say you love him. Just because. And work on rekindling that. Don't rekindle the past. Rekindle your present and your future with your husband. And any questions before I get off? Anybody? Well, if no questions, I want to thank you for coming on, logging on to watch our scope and be looking for our tip for tomorrow, our tip of the day. And don't forget to follow us at Facebook. It's under Wife Life Today. Our webpage is wifelifetoday.com. You can contact us wifelifetoday@gmail.com. And we're on Twitter, Wife Life Today, and Instagram. So follow us, like us, show us the love. I appreciate you guys sharing and logging in for the scope. And hope these tips were helpful to you. And we appreciate you. Don't forget, Kat and I are going to be together December 11th through the 13th. And we're going to be doing some really interesting places for couples to go and kind of different funky things to do in Atlanta. And I think that's it for now. Thank you. Bye, guys.